Hi there, welcome back to my channel. This is Medeaij, and today's video is going to be flashback using one of my older palettes. I'm using the ABH Prism Palette to create this look. It's such a beautiful jewel tone look. Ignore my makeshift ignore my makeshift tissue. I'm just using that to prevent any foundation or anything getting to the collar of my turtleneck. So starting off with brows. Brows today it's gonna be the Ultra Don't Play brow gel. I absolutely love this. Just getting those brows in place, and then we're gonna dip into the Prism palette. Now, I've had one of you ask for a tutorial using the Prism palette, and though it went at the bottom of my priority list, I wish I had used this palette a lot sooner because I remember why I love this palette. It's such a beautiful color story. I'm also going to combine the Beauty Bay X Alice in Wonderland 1951 palette. So we're starting off with my base, and I'm using the Plouise base. This is the blank canvas base in collaboration with Made by Mitchell. It's an acid rain base, and I'm just being careful with this because you don't want to go too thick with this base. And the first shadow I'm using is from the Beauty Bay palette, and I'm just going to pack that in outer corner. The only thing is I wish that shade in a matte version was available in the ABH Prism palette because I feel like the jewel tone green color kind of needs like a matte shade, but I don't mind combining, especially with mini palettes like this, and especially with the Beauty Bay formula. It's so gorgeous. And then I'm going into the black to deepen my outer corner. If you've got the Prism palette, I encourage you to dust it out and create this fabulous look. Like, it's so easy to create. I'm sure you've got dark blue / green matte shadows in other palettes that you can use. I'm using this lemon color to blend out the edge because, to be honest, it's either the shadow is not as pigmented as it used to be, or it's naturally quite sheer. So I wouldn't want to pack this on the lid as it will take forever, but using it as a blending shade just works beautifully well. And of course I'm using my NYX glitter adhesive to act as a base for the jewel tone eyeshadow because I really want that to pop. It's such a hero color that I really want to focus in on that. So I'm using this shade from the ABH Prism palette. Beautiful jewel tone. I feel like it's one of the reasons why I've held on to this palette for so long. I just love colors like this. So you can blend this out with a brush or use your finger. Really, really love the fact that there's hardly any fallout. Such a good pigmented shade. And that's basically what you have so far. For my face, I'm using the Revolution Pro Hydra Matte Primer. This is one of the primers that I used to use back in the day. I say back in the day, maybe like 2 years ago. I used to use this primer for every single foundation because it's such an easygoing primer. It's hydrating but also mattifying, and it just works well with so many of my foundations. Like, I have no problems with this. It helps with longevity of my makeup, and it helps with giving me the hydration that I need without being oily or overly dewy. And foundation is the Morphe Filter Effect Foundation in Rich 28. I have a review of this foundation on my YouTube channel if you're interested. And I also have a collection video of my foundations, so collection and declutter, that you can check out. I do talk about that foundation a little bit more in there. But yeah, I'm applying that all over. It's such a good coverage foundation. And then concealer is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in C12.7. I just wanted a little bit of a brightness. C13 is my skin tone shade, so C12.7 is just slightly lighter. I just wanted something, just something light to just help with this look. So once that's all blended in, I'm going to set it with the Tarte Shape Tape Translucent Deep Powder in Warm Golden. I'm going to make sure that that's fully set underneath the eyes. I love using a puff with this powder because I don't bake with this one. I just normally just set and go. So I'm just going to set that all over and around my mouth area where I get creases, and just make sure that the concealer is fully set. I just can't get over how much I love the Prism palette. I'm literally kicking myself that I haven't created so many looks, but all of that's going to change. I'm definitely going to be looking into my collection more and using more of my older palettes. So face powder is the CC powder from Revolution Pro in Warm Golden. This is my answer to the MAC Mineralized finish. Powders, I absolutely love it. So inexpensive, beautiful coverage. Eyeliner of choice is my BlackUp Transfer Waterproof Liner in NTK 06P, I think. And it matches the eyeshadow so well. It's a beautiful jewel tone look, and I absolutely love it. I'm also using it to tight line, and I'm creating a line just on the top of my lower lash line. Again, this is a simple, easy makeup look. Like, we're not bringing out the gel liners and all of that. We're keeping it simple. And I'm blending that with the matte shade that we initially applied from the Beauty Bay palette. And just blending in some black just to give it a little bit more depth, like I did on the outer corner. And once that's fully blended, I'm going to go in and apply the lime color from the Prism palette. Again, just blending that out. And then going back to my face, to bronze, I'm using my Morphe palette. This is one of my face palettes from Morphe, and this is the 8D palette. So I'm using a range of these bronzers to chisel out my face to give me a little bit more definition, and just lightly contour as well as bronze on my face. I love these. Morphe bronzers just do it for me. I think it's such a good formulation, and the color range is so good. And then back to my brows just to deepen like I do. Just effortless. I think with makeup looks nowadays, I feel like a lot of people, a lot of creators as well, are putting too much emphasis on the whole look. It's supposed to be easy, supposed to be fun, so let's bring back the fun. Blush is the Makeup Obsession blush quad. I absolutely love this. This is the ultraviolet blush, very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. And then I'm using my mist spray from Morphe just to settle down the powders, and then going in with my highlighter from MAC. And I'm using the Oh Darling. This is an older limited edition from MAC, but I absolutely love it. It still works really nicely. That's one of the good things about highlighters. They last quite a long time, especially the powder ones. And then my favorite duo from Morphe, I've got the big primer and also the Make It Big mascara. Again, just easy, effortless. And this is the reason why I went with the eye pencil on my lower lash line, just so that when I'm creating definition with my lashes, it will just look full and look sexy. And here I was contemplating what lip to wear, and I really wanted to wear nude because, you know, with looks like this I always wear nude, but today I decided to go for red. Lip pencil is from Gerard Cosmetics in Immortal. They make one of the best lip pencils. They glide on easily, very, very pigmented. And then I'm going to be reaching into a classic. I'm going to be using the MAC Ruby Woo lipstick. Like, you can't be Ruby Woo. Ruby Woo is that girl. If you struggle applying it because of how dry it is, add a tiny bit of chapstick or Vaseline on your lips, and I mean just the tiniest bit, and then apply the lipstick. It will glide on. And then I'm setting my spray with a Tarte Stay Spray. And my fragrance, I wanted to smell like vanilla, marshmallows, you know, just smell really yummy. So I used the Dolce & Gabbana Parfum. And that is it, you guys. I absolutely love this look. Very festive as well, now that I look at it. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it encourages you to dust off your Prism palette. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel on your way out. Remember, God doesn't like ugly. Be nice to someone today, and Black lives will always matter. And I'll catch you in a future video. Bye.